All right. So what we're going to do is, the idea with this is to take a file and to take an object, it could be text, it could be whatever, and we're going to wrap it around this box, right? And we're going to use it using Vanishing Point. And if you don't use the steps that I'm going to go over, it does not work. And if you miss a step, it does not work, okay? So it's very finicky and it's very picky, so you need to make sure that you're doing this in the order that we're going to do it. So the first thing is I'm just going to take some illustrations that are here. I'm going to take this one. And the idea is I need to have it on my clipboard. I need to have it copied, right? So in order to do that, we do Command A and Command C, right? So I just have this image on my clipboard ready to paste in. So I'm going to turn that off because I don't need that anymore. And this is a really important step, is I need to create a new layer. My new layer goes above the box. Because if I don't have it above the box, it doesn't work. And if I put it right on the box layer, you can't manipulate it and it doesn't look right, right? So the idea of having the empty layer for what we're going to paste into is really important. So from there, we go to Filter Vanishing Point. Okay, and so it brings up a whole new dialog box that you've never seen before. The default tool is the second tool that's right here. And what it does is, you see, I can draw points. Okay, and so the points are this grid system. And this is the way that you're going to put an image on something that has dimension to it. Now, what we want to do is we want to extend this around the corner, right? This is where I think this is really amazing. So I want to hold down the Command key. You can see my cursor changes from the regular arrow to an arrow with a box. And I'm just going to extend it, right? This is what's linking them. If you just draw two, it doesn't work. It has to be extended. So you have to hold that Command key down from that side and extend it out, right? So I'm just going to move these points now to make sure it's in line. And then remember, Command V, right? Because I had that copy before, right? We're going to do Command V. And you may say, all right, well, nothing happened, right? Again, this is following the steps that needs to happen. I'm going to take this object and drag it. And do you see what's happening? Do you see it moving around the corner? Ooh, right? So I want to extend this all the way around. So I'm going to grab the transform tool, which is right here. And you should see, let's move it a little bit. You see the little, this looks like a transform. And I'm just going to drag it across so it extends all the way, right? And ooh, there it goes. And so I'm going to then do OK. And you may say that looks stupid, right? That's not looking like I want it to look. But remember, we know our blending modes because we know Photoshop. And I know I can do multiply. And now it's on the box. Right? Now it's on the flap. And all you need to do is what? To get it off the flap. Right? You can just then mask out that particular part. And you can now make it look like it's on the flap. Right? Pretty cool, right? Here's where this also shines. Let's say you want to create... Let's say you wanted to create some text and you wanted to make it look like it's flipping around the box. You need to take the text and you need to make sure it's not editable text anymore. It's like a rastered text, right? So we're always trying to work non-destructive. So I'm going to duplicate the text, turn one layer off, right-click or control-click on that, and do rasterize type, right? Just a way to get it flat because it doesn't work with live text. So I'm going to do the same thing, Command A to select all, Command C to copy, brand new layer, filter, vanishing points. And because I've already done this, it already has my box that's drawn. So I can just do Command V, and this, look at that. All right, we're going to split this so you can see that it actually does wrap around. And we're going to do OK. And then we can play with maybe overlay, and there it is blending on the box. Super cool, right? Wow, I know. So we're going to take the target logo. We're going to select all, copy. Let's turn that off. New, filter, vanishing point. We're just going to paste it, but I'm going to paste it just on one side, right? And you can see it's totally in perspective. Now I'm going to grab the transform tool, and I'm just going to make it smaller. And then again, do multiply, and there it is. Right? So you can take these things, and if like you were trying to mock something up and make it look like it's on an object, something that has some dimension to it, you can do all sorts of that stuff, and it's quite fascinating. Yeah.
So why Target?
I don't know, because that's just what I had, because it is an easy logo for me to grab.
Why not Amazon?
I should have had Amazon. You're right. I should have had Amazon. I don't know.
Screw Amazon.
Yeah.
Can you come, because I'm doing this on my computer, so can you come, like, because it's not wrapping around the whole box.
Okay, so if it's not wrapping around the whole box, right, you probably didn't have Command key down and drag it. I'll take a look at it in a second. Yeah, I'll definitely come around and take a look at it. So that's the general idea with what you can do. Now, what's really great about this is you can replicate a whole bunch of different things if you're using that Command key to create some interesting things. So let's just kind of clear this out for a second. And I'm going to go look for, should have had this prepped, but we're going to look for stairs. What do I want to grab? What do I want to grab? Let's grab that. All right. So it's going to be completely low resolution, which is fine for our intended purposes. So look, I have these stairs, right? Let's say I wanted to put something on these stairs and I wanted it to look like it's going on the stairs, right? We could do that with Vanishing Point. So I'm going to create a new layer. I'm going to go Filter, Vanishing Point, right? Get rid of that one, and I'm going to create a new Vanishing Point. And let's just create this. Let's actually move this point. So when you're creating Vanishing Point, something like this, you see it's red, it means nice try, right? When it's yellow, it means, okay, I'll allow it, but I don't like it, right? You want it to really be blue. Blue is like, okay, you made a good choice with what you were doing, right? Okay, so if I hold the Command key down, you can see I can extend this, ooh, right? But then look what I can do. Right, so I would need to adjust it even further, but as it goes up. But you can see, so let's say I'm there because we kind of lose some of the other ones. And I could take that, no, not that one. Let's do okay, let's grab, what do I want to grab? Let's grab this illustration again. Actually, let's grab this illustration. Let's do this so to make it so. Right, we're going to put that up on the stairs. So I'm just going to do select all, copy, get that away. I'm on my blank layer, go to filter, vanishing point, should already have it, yep, and paste. And you see what happens. It looks like it's going across the stairs. So now let's just extend that. Let's make it all the way here, right? And let's do multiply. And you can see it's following the curve of the stairs. Right? Super cool. Whoa, I know. Thank you. I appreciate the fake enthusiasm. Okay, one more thing you can kind of do with it. So if you wanted to explore the idea of abstraction, you just wanted to see what you could do with kind of shapes and where you could kind of push it, I could kind of create my own, right? And again, it says nice try. Let's get it in blue. And I could just kind of play with this idea. Right, so I'm just kind of making this up. And then I can just do paste. And let's take this. And never noticed that it said flop. It says flip and flop. Why would they do that? Interesting. I don't know. That's just completely weird. It's the first time I've ever noticed that it says flip and flop on there. Let's rotate it. And let's extend it across. So again, you're getting some bend in there, and what I could do is I could then add shadows in these places that are there. So look, here's super cool, right? I'm going to do new layer. I'm going to do the mask of this shape, and so now when I kind of paint inside of there, you can see I can add shadows into those places. So now it looks like it's really kind of bending in those places, right? Which is a really kind of a nice A nice way to kind of do this, let's put another one maybe here. Let's put another one here. Right, so you can see that now that's giving the illusion that there's actually some bends that are going on. Right? So that's the idea of vanishing point.